get the basics right. If something like this cannot be adhered to on a daily basis, then what chance do you have of performing optimally, physically, mentally, emotionally, in every part of your day-to-day world? Yes, my guys, welcome back to the show. My name is Andy Naylor. I am founder and CEO of Naylor Body Design and host of the Optimal Alpha podcast, and I am super delighted to have you along here. Today, we're going to delve in a little bit into water and hydration. We're just keeping it light. I just want to give you actionable thoughts, and these are the basics. Like, you might be sitting there thinking, yeah, Andy, like, this is really obvious stuff. This is just the basics. Where's the tactics, man? But the reality is this: from the people that I see on a day-to-day basis, the basics are still the things that need to be perfected. Everybody wants the special strategy that doesn't really exist, but they can't yet quite get the basics in place. So all we want to do is start by getting those basics in place and then move on from them. So today, water and hydration, way overlooked. I must have about 7 or 8 consultations every day with people looking to come into our program. And definitely one of the areas I'll ask about is how much water do you drink? And it ranges from the moment someone tells me in glasses, oh, I drink 2 glasses, I know we've got a problem, all the way up to, oh, I drink 3 gallons, and then we've also got a problem. But there's definitely a massive knowledge gap in understanding why we should be drinking water and how it helps. So today we're just going to go over 3 key areas. So what is hydration, and why should we hydrate? Electrolytes and what part do they play? And some simple rules of thumb, which is always something that I like to do. So why hydrate? Let's put it really simply, shall we? You are 75% water. Your internal organs, like your major internal organs, heart, liver, kidney, lungs, brain, they are up to 85% water. Does it therefore not make a huge amount of sense that water should be the thing that you consume the most of? Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Drinking enough water is crucial for a whole host of reasons. Not just to mention things like regulating your body temperature, keeping your joints lubricated, preventing infections, delivering nutrients to cells, helping with digestion, keeping all of your organs healthy, improving sleep, improving cognition, improving mood, improving physical performance, improving your look. So not only muscle fullness, but also hair, skin, nails. That list could go on forever. And everything that I've just mentioned there, everybody would like to improve. So drinking the right amount of water is going to help with all of those areas. And one of the areas that I see people, underperforming in it, or just not paying enough attention to, is just hydration, especially those who live in hot countries. I mean, here in Britain, we can get away with probably not drinking as much as other people because it's just not quite so hot. I know when I go and spend time in Dubai, or for those of you living in the States, in hot areas like Texas and stuff like that, you've got to be far more aware that your body is perspiring water back out to keep you cool. You've got to replace that water back in. But then here's the kicker. So you now know that you need to be taking on water, and water is important for all those reasons that I've just mentioned. But water in and of itself doesn't quite just do the job. Like, your body needs to know to a degree, where is that water going to go? So this is where electrolytes come in. So electrolytes are substances that we can have into our body. So quite often minerals, salts and minerals that can have positive and negative charges, and they can have a degree of influence over where water goes. Because if we're truly talking about hydration, we're talking about hydration on a cellular level. Every cell requires hydration. It's not just in you, it's on a cellular level. So things that are going to help with this, which we call electrolytes, so sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphate. Now, sodium's one of the really interesting ones here, because the amount of people, again, I hear, and this is maybe something from a while ago, where people are, oh, you've got to be on a low salt diet or a low sodium diet. Sodium is bad for you. It causes all sorts of problems and you shouldn't be taking. Like, I weigh out 10 grams. 10 grams of high quality sea salt every day and consume it. 10 grams. Go and do that. Like, next time you're in your kitchen, go and weigh out 10 grams of salt, put it in a bowl. That's what I consume every day on top of my food, let alone electrolytes that I put into my actual water. Why? Because where sodium goes, water follows it, quite simply. And if I can drive sodium into muscle tissue, water is going to go into muscle tissue as well. Now, think about this. Who would not want hydrated muscle? For how many reasons? Like, one, it's going to be far safer in terms of injury prevention. If you've got an unhydrated muscle, doesn't it therefore make sense there's a heck of a lot more chance that that muscle could be torn, could be injured, could be ruptured, just isn't going to perform at the, contract. It's not going to contract at the ability that it possibly could. And also, a muscle that is well hydrated is a full muscle. It looks better. It's not a flat muscle. It's what we would call full. It has a fullness to it. So electrolytes are super important. This is where, like, the term mineral water came from. Like, if you I'm looking at the back of a bottle of water here. I've got some Highland Spring water in my hands, and it is called, it's apparently from Scotland. God knows where it actually comes from. But on the back, it lists the minerals, because they've taken water, they've filtered it, and they've added back in electrolytes, because the water on its own is not good enough. Now, is there enough in this bottle of water to actually do the job? Probably not. Could we add more to it? Probably yes, because we could certainly then take on actual electrolytes in the form of a supplement, which I do, to aid that. So electrolytes are important. Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphate being the ones at the top. You can definitely get them in these little effervescent tablets, flavored effervescent tablets that you can then put in the top of your drink, and you get a little bit of flavor with it, and you get the electrolytes. Or you can buy them. Personally, I get mine from a company called Supplement Needs. And in my drink that the water that I drink while I train, I just put a scoop in that. One, it flavors it. Two, I'm getting electrolytes just as I need them. So now we've got the importance of simply taking on water. Water on its own not quite being enough. We need electrolytes to tell the water what to do, where to go, and what cells to hydrate. Like, it really is that simple. But again, we're talking here about get the basics right. If something like this cannot be adhered to on a daily basis, then what chance do you have of performing optimally, physically, mentally, emotionally, in every part of your day-to-day world? So now here comes the really simple rule of thumb. How much water should you be drinking? Roughly speaking, 1 litre per 25 kilograms of body weight. That is a great rule of thumb. Little bit like the 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, right? So here, if you have let's say I weigh 100 kilograms, right? 100 kilograms. I'm going to be drinking 4 litres of water, which is, give or take, about where I am. So I drink about 4 litres of water, and here we are talking clear water. Okay. Yes, I do include the water that I drink while I train that does have electrolytes in it, and it has creatine in it, but that's about it. Outside that, this is what I drink. I don't actually include into this coffees, which I don't have too many of, and I don't really drink much of anything else. I just drink clear water because this is what my body needs. If you want to put cordial in it or Ribena, yeah, go for it. But your body's still then got to extract the water from that other substance, which is not the biggest deal in the world. But are you looking for optimal? I don't know. If you're one of those people that say to me, Andy, I can't drink my water because I can't stand the taste of it, you need to have a word with yourself. This stuff in this bottle, water and oxygen, are the 2 main things keeping you alive. I don't think you mind the taste of oxygen, do you? So, you've got to get over the fact that water is something that if you're drinking, I don't know, I don't want to give you numbers here, but if you're drinking under a litre of water a day, your body will see that as a sign to retain water. So here's another little, I don't want to say it's a pro tip, it's just a tidbit, just a bit of an idea. The more water you drink, the less you retain. Let me say that again. The more water you drink within reason, the less you retain. Because your body is sitting there going, oh, there is no shortage of water here. Good. Water being one of the things that I need to stay alive. if there is no shortage of water, I can happily allow that water to flush through the system. If you start to suddenly reduce your water intake, you will start to retain water, generally speaking. Okay, so what you want to do is if you're drinking less than a liter, and you need to be drinking 4, don't just go from 1 liter to 4 overnight. Your body will struggle, your kidneys and your bladder will struggle, and you'll be like, oh, I'm just weeing like a racehorse. And yes, you probably will be, but I drink 4 liters a day and my life feels completely normal. I'm just very well hydrated. My mind works well, my body works well. Maybe I go to the toilet a little bit more often than a regular person who drinks a liter. Yes, but the benefit far outweighs the negative. So that is today's couple of little topics: hydration and all the myriad of benefits that coming from just being well hydrated and thoughtful. You will never see me without a bottle of water next to me. There's always a bottle of water somewhere near me. Why? Because I'm going to be sipping on that water all day long, making sure that I stay and maintain well hydrated. I will then supplement with electrolytes to make sure that that water goes to the right place. And it just then becomes part of my daily routine. Again, we are talking about the simple basics here, but you start to get so far, you get the calories in place, you get your macros in place, basic stuff. Now you add into that water. Now suddenly you're starting to really hit the low hanging fruit. You're really getting the easy stuff done. And once you get the easy stuff done, and I mean done well, you become an absolute Jedi at this stuff, most of the other stuff, the stuff that you think is important, you'll begin to realize isn't quite as important as you think. So I hope that helps someone out there today. That's going to round up today's episode. Thank you very much, and I will catch you on the next episode.